Now on This Is Arlington. Need to do some holiday shopping? There's a new plan that the Shelby County Sheriff's Office is implementing to keep you safe this holiday season. We'll break down this new initiative next.
Plus, it's crunch time for seniors to apply to college. We'll tell you all the offers, tips, dates, and more to ease the stress of college applications.
Also, could there no longer be a Crave in Arlington? And an exclusive interview you'll see only on This Is Arlington. Find out what's next for this small business.
And later, honoring behind-the-scenes heroes, the people you might not recognize who make our school work. This Is Arlington starts now. Stripes looked a little different at Arlington High School before the break. The Student Council raised money for a local food bank. These donations are one of today's top stories on This Is Arlington. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jake Miller.
And I'm Julia Hardy. Not only was the council's goal to raise money for a local food bank, but it was also aimed at increasing student participation. The Student Council hosted 2002 Minutes, where one student from each class gathers money from their third period and races it to the rotunda in under 2 minutes. This money that was raised went to help all high school student councils raise money for the Mid-South Food Bank. This wasn't the first year that the AHS Student Council put on this fundraiser, but they hope that they received more turnout than in years past.
But I feel like last year, we kind of hyped it up a little bit more, but we didn't really reach our goal, but we got really close. So we still got to have our pajama day. I think that was our prize from last year, was a pajama day, so we still got to do that, but we didn't get we were $400 short, I think.
The Student Council was not able to reach their goal, but they thank everyone for supporting them.
In a developing story, one person is dead after a fiery crash here in Arlington. Shelby County Sheriff's deputies responded to the crash just after midnight on November 22nd. The Sheriff's Office tells us that a vehicle struck a tree, then caught on fire at Gerald Road and Larry Anderson Lane. The identity of that driver has not been released.
It was a sad Thanksgiving holiday for one Memphis family after a man killed 4 people in a shooting spree. Police say Mavis Christian Jr. killed a 13-year-old girl and 3 women in a series of shootings across Memphis. A 15-year-old girl was also taken to the hospital with critical injuries. This all started after 9 o'clock on Saturday evening, when officers responded to a shooting that left 1 woman dead. Investigators later determined that the killing was connected to 2 other recent shootings involving the same suspect. After a major manhunt, police say Junior shot and killed himself in his getaway vehicle. Investigators are calling the killings a domestic violence incident. Police say the 4 victims and the injured teen were all related.
Happening now, we are just right into the thick of the holiday shopping season. And if you have to go into any malls or stores to choose that perfect gift, the Shelby County Sheriff's Office has started a new operation to help keep you safe. It's called Operation Jingle Bells, and it will run from now until December 13th. It is aimed at keeping law enforcement visible at stores as crimes seem to be on the rise here in Shelby County. They will be focusing their presence around the Wolf Chase area, Lakeland, Cordova, and in Hickory Hill. They're also teaming up with police departments in Memphis, Germantown, Bartlett, and Collierville. The Tennessee Highway Patrol will also be ramping up their presence in Shelby County. Heads up, seniors, the first half of this school year is near the end, and it's time to start thinking about life after school. For some, that may be college.
We here at This Is Arlington know that the whole college process can be hard for those choosing to go that route. Our Andrew Spann has tips you need to know to help your senior year go just a little bit easier.
I came to Arlington High School in 2007. I was doing college and career at Bartlett, and it was the first graduating class, and Miss Dixon was the senior counselor, and she and I have known each other for over 20, 25 years. We've known each other. And so I came here as the college and career counselor like I had done in the previous school. So I've been doing that ever since I came here in '07. All the seniors got this, and it's got the senior handbook in it. All of y'all got that. And that's one good place to start because it's kind of a guide about what you need to be doing each month for this year. I send y'all the weekly newsletter, so we kind of take it in bite-sized pieces. We throw everything out at y'all in the fall, but then we start taking it in bite-sized pieces. For a student who has no clue, the first decision is, do they want to go to college? Do they want to do VOTEC? Do they want to go in the military? Do they want to go straight in the workforce? And that's a conversation that I can have with them, and I have had it with a lot of you, that you would have with your family, and talk with family, talk with your teachers and get some input. What direction are you really thinking? Because as I tell y'all a lot of times, really since kindergarten, you pretty much knew what you were going to do the next year, and you pretty much knew the classes you were going to take. Well, for your class after May 7th, it's on you. The choices are yours. And after you graduate, it's not high school 2.0. It's your decisions, and so what you want to do. So College for 10 is a great resource to kind of get out there and start looking at schools and taking surveys. I often ask you the questions. Imagine it's a Friday afternoon and you bombed a couple of tests and you've got a hamper full of dirty laundry and you and your roommate aren't getting along. Do you want to be able to get home to mom and get some home cooking and get your laundry all done? Or you really just want some alone time? Because that makes a difference in whether you're in 2 or 3 hours away from here, or you can be much further away from home. So we talk about some questions like that to kind of make some real life narrowing down.
Those are some good tips. Thanks, Andrew. Now, if you have any questions regarding college applications, just visit Ms. Chisholm's website at lchisholm.weebly.com.
As the construction of Ford's Blue Oval City continues, the town of Arlington has seen lots of growth with new fast food restaurants and fast food chains wanting to open here in Arlington. But one thing remains the same, the large number of small businesses here.
Crave Coffee and Bar Bistro have played a vital role in the community, but now they say they are closing its doors. And this announcement left many people in Arlington shocked. This is Arlington's Noah Assertion caught up with the owner about what led to this unexpected decision.
Crave Coffee Bar and Bistro has been serving up a nice cup of joe and food for years since its opening in 2016. The only coffee shop here in Arlington has played an important role in the community.
It's been wonderful. We have become a part of the community. We have grown to know people and their stories and their kids.
Lena Hickey is the owner of Crave. She says that she's enjoyed the 7-year run of Crave in Arlington. She started this business out of curiosity when she noticed the old yogurt mountain that was once in the spot was closing down. She and her husband started this business out of an old college project. While she says that it was a tough decision for Crave Coffee Shop to close, she says she now has more time to spend with family.
And I also have 3 kids, so I kind of had to make a decision.
Lena was approached by Midtown Memphis-based coffee shop Bell Tower to buy Crave Coffee Shop. She says that this was a golden opportunity so she could foster her first love, baking. Now she wants to clear the air about this closing.
We have a very specific clientele. If they're going to Starbucks, they were already going to Starbucks, like in Lakeland or wherever, and all of our regulars still come.
Now, while getting rid of the only locally owned coffee shop in the town of Arlington is sad news for anyone supporting local businesses, all you have to do is just walk a couple of steps away from Crave Coffee Shop, where Crave Sweets Bake Shop is still open.
We definitely want to expand the bake shops more. We kind of looked in the Nashville area, so our goal is to get about 5 bake shops, and then I think I'm going to rest from there.
As this chapter closes in Crave's history, Lena reflected on some of the many memories from the coffee shop, like annual Cookies with Santa and how Arlington banded together to help them stay afloat during the coronavirus pandemic, and she thanks the community for all their support.
We are so grateful for the support that we received, the love that the community showed us. I don't want people to be sad that Crave is going away, even though I know they will be, but Bell Tower they're a great company.
Noah Assertion for This Is Arlington.
Thanks, Noah. Now, he did try to reach out to the owner of Bell Tower Coffee, but unfortunately, he was not able to get back to us in time. But in a Facebook post, the Bell Tower owner says that he wants to get input right away from customers to see how they can make the transition from Crave to Bell Tower smoother for the community.
AHS has one of the top choirs in the state. The A Major Choir is a talented group of 16 students, all of which auditioned to be a part of this choir. I am proud to say that I'm a part of this choir. I talked to a few of my classmates to find out what is so special about this group.
So A Major is a class of, it's a small class of 16 students, a course that is designed to expose students to a higher skill level and a different style and type of music.
I had been friends with people in jazz like years prior, and I'd always hear them talk about it, so I've always thought it was like super interesting.
I'm in it because I really wanted to like push myself musically, so like I auditioned, didn't think that I was going to get in, but I got in, so I'm really glad that I got in.
The best way I can describe it's a family. I mean, everybody in there is pretty close together. It can be kind of shaky at the beginning of the year with everybody getting to know each other, but I mean, over the year, you just build those bonds.
Music is kind of the great connector. Having a class that allows bonds to be formed like jazz and allowing us to really come together to create music and not just be in this choir, like it just brings us all closer than I think any other choir could.
And I'm getting closer with people that I never thought I'd be close to. But like as a new person coming in, you don't feel like a new person. We all weave together, and it's actually like super nice to have a welcoming community like that.
Because we're in that smaller group, I think it can be a little more friendly and laid back sometimes than a larger class is.
I love Mr. Chipman. He's very personal. He is very involved with the students, and he wants to make sure everybody is doing what's best for themselves.
Overall, I would say this year my students in all of my classes are really, really top notch.
Getting ready for the concert is going really well. I think that we are at a better state than we were in previous years. So I think that's because we just have like higher level musicians than we had in the past.
We're actually way further along than we normally are at this stage, and so I'm actually really excited. I think our concert's going to be really good this year. We have some great repertoire. I think it's going to be really good.
As you've heard, the winter concert is coming along smoothly. Come out December 7th to see our talented choirs perform here in the auditorium.
Jazz is just great. I love being in jazz, so I wish I could stay in it longer, but I got to graduate, so yeah.
Well, there are a lot of faculty and staff that help run Arlington High School, and while normally we recognize teachers and administrators for their hard work, there are some people who work behind the scenes that you might not even recognize.
Our Riley Akers caught up with some of those workers as she spotlights those heroes among us.
It takes a lot of people to make Arlington High School run as well as it does. So today we're going to be taking a look at some of these unsung heroes in our school who need a little bit more appreciation.
My name is Mario White.
Deborah Miller.
My name is Tatum Howell.
Everyone kind of like refers to you guys like the cafeteria ladies.
We love it.
You guys love it like that?
We love it.
There's no other title you guys would want to be called?
No, I wouldn't. I feed them. I love them.
Mine is attendance secretary, but I also go around to the other offices and help if they need me.
Janitor, custodial, housekeeping, facilities. Arlington typical day, pretty easy, pretty going forward. Check what you got to check, clean what you got to clean. Pretty simple.
We come in the mornings, we get ready for the day with our checkout sheets, our check-in sheets, get our computers going, turn the radio on.
I'm here by 7, and we all have a job, and when you finish your job, you go and help somebody else, and we get through in time to feed our babies. I don't think people understand how difficult it is to maintain like a schedule of what foods, how much to cook, how many kids are eating.
A lot of people think we just sit here and just call students down all day, but we actually have to keep up with attendance every single day, and we have to go back and change attendance because attendance is very, very important at a state level.
Thank you. Can I have Brenna to the attendance office for checkout?
So it's actually very important. It's not just like, oh, whatever.
I love my job. I don't dislike anything about my job. I love the people I work with. I love serving all the kids. I like working here.
Put yourself in that person's shoes. Just break it down and see, where they're coming from, and just know how important it really is. It is an essential. Just think about if you didn't have it.
All of these people do so much for our school. So next time you see them in the hallways, say thank you, because appreciation can go a very long way for some of these people. This is Riley Akers reporting for This Arlington.
Finally, a group of special dogs are providing a helping paw to those in need at one medical center.
This is happening in Boston, and every Thursday about 4 or 5 pups visit patients at the Boston Healthcare for the Homeless program. The patients are staying there as they continue their recovery from injury or illness. The certified service dogs are a part of a program called BMC Healing Pups, which is Boston Medical Center's in-house pet therapy program. One of the program's co-founders say the best thing about the dogs is they don't judge a person and they just want to give some love.
Proud of the dogs, what they can do, but it also makes me feel like I'm actually doing something. I'm an engineer. I don't do patient care, but I'm actually doing patient care. I'm doing patient care with these dogs.
Many of the patients say the hour-long visit makes them feel better and allows them to forget why they are at the medical center in the first place.
Wow, those dogs are something special, aren't they?
I know, there's so many around our school that we don't even notice, like Flash.
Oh yeah, dude, he's so cool. He's awesome.
I remember Miss Gertzen had a cot just for him in our classroom.
I actually remember that now that I think about it.
Well, that does it for this edition of This is Arlington. Thank you so much for joining us.
This is Arlington is now releasing new episodes. We'll have stories ranging from AHS sports teams to an American Idol audition by one of Arlington's well-known teachers.
And to see those stories and more, be sure to turn on post notifications to find out when we release new episodes. We'll see you next time. Take care.